The doctor. Doc Miller lives about a half mile or so from here. I'll saddle up and get him.
How is he, California?
He's in bad shape, I'm afraid. Did you see any signs of the fellow that shot him?
No, whoever did it got away before I could get close.
I'm going after Doc Miller. Keep an eye on things till I get back, will you, please?
You better get word to Barton's daughter and his partner after you send the doctor over.
Yeah, I'll tell him to come right over.
I wonder how he's making out by now, Hoppy.
I don't know. That wound was mighty close to the heart.
Yeah.
Where is he? In the other office?
Yeah.
Oh, this is awful. Cassidy, does Judy know what's happened?
She's in there with her dad and the doctor now.
How is Fred?
We don't know yet. Better sit down. Maybe a long wait.
I was afraid something like this would happen. Granger will stop at nothing, even if he has to hire someone to kill.
I thought Pete Foley was after you instead of Barton.
He probably mistook Barton for me. Ordinarily, I'm the one that checks on things here in the evening. Fred just took my place tonight.
That's right, isn't it? Someone hiding and waiting to take a shot at you couldn't tell the difference in the dim light of a lantern.
No, and if Fred dies, even though we know who's responsible, how can we prove it?
That may be tough to do. Sit down by that pen where your partner shot and see if we can find anything interesting.
All right, but I doubt if we'll find anything that'll help.
Never can tell. It might be worth a try, huh, Hoppy?
That's right. There's always a chance. Come on. Hold the lantern over here a little closer, California.
Sure. You think the shot came from about here?
It looked that way to me. I saw the muzzle flash, and as near as I could tell, the gunman must have been standing with the corner of that pen there, the water trough.
Well, that sounds logical. It'd be a good hiding place, all right.
Look here. Wait a minute. In the mud here.
By golly, a good clear footprint.
Let me see.
California, there's a shovel by the feed trough over there. Get it, will you?
Sure. Here, you take the lantern.
What are you going to do, Hoppy?
Take out this slab of mud and save the footprint. Ground's mostly clay, and we can bake it and have a good mold.
Of course. And then find the boots that fit the mold.
Here's the shovel, Hoppy.
Wait, listen.
What's the matter, Carter?
I heard a noise over by that other pen. Someone's been watching us.
Huh? What kind of a noise?
Sounded like a board cracking. Whoever it was must have climbed over the fence and disappeared.
No use going after him. I tried that without any luck after Barton was shot.
Let's get out of here. Standing by this lantern makes us perfect targets.
All right. As soon as I get this footprint, we'll go back to the office.
The doctor's still working on him, but he thinks he can't live.
There, my dear. Of course he'll live.
Oh, Wayne, how could anyone be so low as to shoot Dad?
Please, Judy, don't think about it.
Oh, you were right. We should have sold the company to Granger and gone back to the east.
Excuse me, Miss Judy. Don't judge the West by one town or the people by one or two men.
I'm sorry, Hoppy. I didn't mean it that way. But
We understand, ma'am, but we're going to do everything we can to see that whoever shot your dad is rounded up.
I appreciate your help. But what can you do?
We've got a footprint that we're sure was left with the man who shot him. We'll turn it over to the sheriff and then try to find the boots that fit it.
Hey, I wonder if the sheriff's got back to town by now.
I doubt it. He spends more time out at Johnson's ranch than in his office.
Well, we're trying to locate him. In the meantime, we'll keep the footprint. It's our only clue. Sheriff, as far as it goes.
Yeah, you sure missed a lot of excitement.
Yeah, I guess it did. I'm sorry you fellas had so much trouble finding me tonight, too, but there was a fracas over at the saloon.
So we heard.
Now, that footprint you got, what'd you do with it?
Oh, it's in our room at the hotel. When we didn't find you here in the office, when we first came by, we figured we'd better take care of it ourselves.
Good. Well, gents, I reckon I better go out to the Barton Carter place and see how Fred Barton's making out. You say his partner and his daughter are there with him?
That's right, Sheriff. The doctor was still working on him when we left.
Well, if he regains consciousness, I ought to be on hand to ask him some questions.
I'm afraid it may be quite a while before he can do much talking, Sheriff.
Yeah, maybe. But I'll go on out and look around anyway. You fellas might as well go on back and get some sleep. I'll send for you if I want you.
That old bed's going going to feel mighty good to me, Hoppy. This has turned into a pretty long day.
I could use a little shut-eye myself. But I wish we could figure... Wait a minute.
What's the matter, Hoppy?
No, that night. What our room?
Hey, did we walk and leave the lamp burning?
No. It's like we got company.
The footprint. Somebody must have been trying to find out where we hid it.
Yeah.
Carter must have been right. There was somebody watching while we were getting it. What are we going to do?
Get on the other side of the doorway. Light the thing off. Whoever's in there's coming out. Stand where you are. Don't reach for that.
Well, if it ain't Pete Foley.
I ain't done nothing. Let me go.
Hoppy, he's got the footprint.
That's right. No, you ain't but keep it.
No, look out!
Don't, Foley. Grab it. I got it, Bobby.
All right, Foley. On your feet.
He almost stomped in the footprint.
Come on. Inside here.
I'll light the lamp here, huh?
Listen, if you let me go.
Hold it, Foley. You're not going anywhere.
There. Well, so you're the varmint that tried to kill Fred Barton, huh?
No, I never shot Barton, I swear.
You seem mighty interested in getting that footprint.
Well, I had to. I was ordered to get it.
Ordered to get it? Who ordered you to do it?
Granger, my boss.
Ranger? Do you believe him, Hoppy?
I don't know yet.
We better turn him over to the sheriff.
That's just what we're going to do.
I forgot. The sheriff's out at the Barton Carter cattle yard.
That's where we're taking Foley, and on the way, we'll stop and get Jess Granger, too.
Now, see here, Sheriff. You've no right to hold me here. I've done nothing. Simmer down, Granger. According to Pete here, you sent him a note ordering him to get that footprint. That's a lie. It ain't either a lie. Your name was signed to it, Granger. Where's the note now? I burned it. That was part of the instructions on it.
How'd this note reach you, Foley?
I was home asleep. I woke up and I heard somebody pound on the door. I got up and went to see who it was. All I found was a note slipped under the door. He's lying, trying to throw the blame on me. He can't prove a word of what he said. Both of you have made trouble for Barton and Carter, so it could have been either one of you, I reckon.
If you ask me, they're both equally guilty, Sheriff.
I wasn't asking you, Carter. We'll get to the right man, don't you worry.
Foley, this note you keep talking about, what kind of paper was it written on?
Just ordinary tablet paper like you see everywhere. Did you recognize the handwriting? Well, I ain't seen much of Granger's writing, but near as I could tell, it looked like his. But he signed his name. I tell you, he's lying. I didn't send him any such note.
You know, Sheriff, there's a chance Granger and Foley might both be telling the truth.
Huh?
Suppose neither one of them shot Barton, and whoever did it was trying to lay the blame on him.
But, Hoppy, who else would want to murder Dad?
Or me. Remember, whoever fired that shot thought they were shooting at me.
I wonder. By the way, were you here all the time after California and I left to find the sheriff?
Why, yes.
Except for a half hour or so. Wayne went home to get some coffee. Why, Hoppy?
I noticed he changed his boots. Were the other ones uncomfortable, Carter?
Why,
Hoppy, are you trying to say you think Wayne had something to do with this?
that's ridiculous.
I'm just trying to think of all the angles, Miss Judy. If your dad were out of the way and you married Carter, he'd wind up in control of the whole company. Then he could sell out and go back east.
See here, Cassidy, this has gone about far enough.
I'm afraid you're getting in pretty deep here, Cassidy. What have you got to go on?
Just a shot in the dark, Sheriff. But if Carter went home for coffee, he could have left a note at Foley's house. And the reason I think he might have done just that is because something's missing from the top of his desk.
What?
What's missing?
An ordinary tablet. It was there when we left, and now it's gone.
That's a lie.
California. Take a look through those desk drawers.
Sure, Hoppy.
You've no right to snoop around my desk.
Well, here's the tablet.
That don't prove anything, Cassidy.
Not yet, it doesn't. But the habit most businessmen have of writing something and then tearing the sheet loose from the tablet might prove plenty. Give me that pencil, too, California.
Yeah, here you are.
What are you going to do?
By laying the pencil down so the letter's flat against the tablet and then shading it back and forth, we'll see what happens.
Look. Whatever was written on the sheet before this one is showing up.
Wayne, it says...
I know what it says. Get your hands up, all of you.
Wayne!
He's got a gun. Drop it, Carter. Hop in. Go.
mighty fast draw, Cassidy. Sure was. Shot the gun clean out of Carter's hand.
You know, I feel sorry for Judy, though. She's pretty stunned by the whole thing.
Yeah, but it's lucky she found out what kind of a fella Carter was before she married him.
Yeah.
I thought you men would like to know. Dad is conscious now. I think he's going to be all right.
Oh, that's good news, Miss Judy.
Hoppy, I want to thank you for what you've done.
Judy, you don't owe us any thanks at all.
It's hard to believe Wayne would do what he did.
And now, Miss Judy, you've got to start right now, forgetting all about him. You're going to be busy running things here until your dad's up and around again. You know that.
I know. And I'm frightened at the thought.
Miss Judy, you won't have anything to worry about from my company. In fact, if your dad's agreeable, we might be able to work out a fair plan for consolidation.
Oh, that would be wonderful, Mr. Granger.
Well, consolidated or not, you can be sure of one good customer, Miss Judy.
You mean the Bar 20?
Right. And you'd better get things organized, because we'll be back next month with 400 head of the best beef cattle in the West.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's no bull.
California.
When Hoppy plays detective, he finds the guilty man and saves the town from having a deadly feud after he and California act as Cowtown Trouble Shooters. Another...
Welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of OTRWesterns.com. Want you to send me an email, podcast@OTRWesterns.com. Don't forget to check out the show notes site, now formatted for mobile devices, OTRWesterns.com. Call, leave me a voicemail, 707-986-8739. We're also on Facebook, Facebook.com/OTRWesterns, and we can't forget Twitter @OTRWesterns. Don't forget to rate this podcast. Just search iTunes for OTR Westerns. You'll find all of our shows within one nice feed, and subscribe to each one independently and leave feedback. That helps me out, lets me know what you guys think, and lets others find the podcast a lot easier. This podcast is copyright 2012 under the attribution non-commercial share alike copyright. For more information, go to OTRWesterns.com/copyright. That's it. Have a great day. Again, thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoyed.